This is actually in Union Square in Manhattan.
My son's not from that block. He don't, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
This is actually in Union Square in Manhattan.
All right, man. Peace and blessings to the tribe. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. So I'm putting this video out in response and reviewing the Gillie podcast, or the Gillie interview with Shannon Sharp on the Club Shay Shay podcast. My opinion, and all, it was a great interview. I'm seeing that they're doing like a lot of clips, a lot of little snippets of what happened. It looked like Gillie was somewhat like on the fence of like, y'all know me for keeping it real. Y'all know me for giving y'all $1 million worth of game. So I'm gonna try to be a little political, but for the same tone, like I'm finna give y'all like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all some legit shit. I'm gonna give y'all some legit interview. I'm gonna keep it 100, keep it authentic. I'm not coming up here to clout chase. I'm not, you know, I wanna try to do the same numbers as Cat Williams, but I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, be a little extra just to do that. And I mean, you know, Gillie just naturally, you know, a funny dude. He loud, obnoxious at times, but that's Gillie. Everybody know Gil for being that way. So it was good to see him on the Club Shay Shay, where he was able to express himself. Then not only that, it was good to see him in the circumstances of like being somebody that's been a parent. He lost his son and stuff like that. Seeing him like in such a vulnerable state, but at the same time in such a honest state, genuine state. You feel me? Like I don't feel like he was trying to put up no front or none of that. Like it was a really good interview, man. Like if you get a chance, go check out the Club Shay Shay podcast with Gillie. And in that interview, he talks about losing his son. He talks about the beef that he had with Lil Wayne, how he didn't start the beef. Wayne actually started the beef, which we all kind of knew, in a sense. Most people knew. I remember when it first came out, when Gillie, when Wayne first dropped that line, I'm getting to the millions or something like that. I ain't got time to deal with Gillie the Squid or something like that. But yeah, man, it was interesting, man. He was dropping some jewels in there. Even when we talked about Jay-Z, like, you know, like bro just in his own lane, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. He kept it real, and you know the youth really rock with Gillie, like especially the younger artists, like well, Rico Reckless ain't really that young, but yeah, Rico Reckless, Kodak Blacks, the Lil Durks, you know what I'm saying? Like the artists of this generation that's relevant to the younger era. Like I say below 35, you feel me? Below 35. Everything 35 and down, like and Wallow got that shit on lock. Like that generation rocked with them the long way. So like I really believe, me personally, I believe a lot of people, especially like let's say if it's an upcoming artist like Bossman D-Lo or something like that, right? I believe Bossman D-Lo, as far as the street goes, I feel like Bossman D-Lo would rather do an interview on $1 million worth of game versus go to the Breakfast Club. Not only will it be affordable, but it's a way more chill vibe. You can smoke gas up there. It's like same platform. If not, it's more people. Like yeah, Breakfast Club is syndicated and on radio and shit, but like $1 million worth of game got a lot of reach. Especially if you an artist of that caliber, they got a lot of reach. So to see them do an interview like that, you feel me? Like to see them do an interview like that is it's pretty dope, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty dope. They seem like, I don't know, man. To me personally, they seem like they might be bigger or on a bigger platform, bigger pedestal than Breakfast Club sooner or later. Just for the simple fact of you know, them talking to like all of the younger generation and them actually, you know what I'm saying, like them actually having that connection. Like he said, I'm talking with them, I'm not talking to them, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of young people look at that, like they pay attention to that, like, oh damn, he actually trying to hear me out, he trying to understand me, he ain't really just, he do understand me, he done been through this, he ain't just talking to me like trying to be my daddy or, you know, trying to be my parent. Like, a lot of young kids don't want to hear that. I mean, in that moment, they don't want to hear that. They probably gonna need to hear that. But when you young, you don't be caring. You grow and you learn. You feel me? Excuse me about the pauses, and I gotta watch my surroundings, man. I'm really out here taking me a little late night job, but I gotta watch my surroundings for real. But yeah, like they got a platform, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they got a good app. Excuse me, I had to burp, but they got a good app platform, bro. That platform to me personally is better than Breakfast Club. Like Breakfast Club had their run, they had their time, but to me personally, that platform is better than the Breakfast Club. Only because it's like nobody don't want to see that political shit no more. You feel me? Like nobody cares about that anymore for real. Like people want the raw, the ugly, and the uncut. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people know that you doing these type of things, like they want to see you actually doing it, see the effect that it has on you. Like, I remember watching, I was watching, I think it's DJ TV, and I was watching his show, and this is when they had the dudes, the Bloodhound dudes on there, and one of the dudes was on there, like, literally, I don't know if he was sniffing a perk or he was doing, you know what I'm saying, that girl, but he was on that snout, you feel me? And you could just see dude just like, you know what I'm saying, painting his face, getting his face dirty, getting his nose dirty and shit. I'm like, damn. But the numbers on shit like that was going stupid, you feel me? Like, the numbers was going up, so at the end of the day, you know, niggas do a lot of shit for views for real, you know what I'm saying? And in certain senses, dog, you can't really blame niggas, you feel me? Because niggas be out here in messed up situations, niggas be hungry. They don't be, a lot of people, like, when you young, especially you coming from, you know, the inner city ghettos, and you young, bro, you really coming from them country back roads and stuff like that. Everybody doing the same thing, and you want a different route, you want out. You know what I'm saying? You got dreams to be bigger than your city, but you don't know how to get there. A lot of people just, you know, they do the unthinkable. You feel me? They either start chasing that clout, doing the unthinkable, or they do something that they can't get themselves out of to get their name big, and then it go either way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it goes good for them, sometimes it goes bad for them. Ultimately, I think it goes bad for them because it's gonna catch up with you if you're really doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Catching hats and shit like that. It's gonna catch up with you eventually. You feel me? It may not be tomorrow, it may not be next year. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna catch up eventually. Like, technology just done came a long ways, but anyways, speaking on people catching hats and technology coming a long way, Gillie actually, I did a short on it, but I'm gonna tell y'all about it. I got a clip in here too that I'm gonna let y'all watch as well. But Gillie actually spoke on his son's killer, you feel me? The person that took his son out. And like prior post to him speaking on his son's killer, Shannon Sharp was like, yeah, man, I don't know what's wrong with these kids nowadays. It was a little kid, like 17 years old, had a promising basketball career, superstar, had a promising basketball career, and just threw it all away just to jump in the streets, man. He killed somebody and then he wound up getting killed. And then that's when Gillie was like, that's the one that killed my son. That's the dude that killed my son. He got shot 18 times. Yeah, right in front of his mama. Yeah, that's the one that killed my son. So it just goes to show you, like, full circle, that it always come back to you. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Or you get judged by 12, you feel me? You You get judged by 12 and then ultimately end up with you getting carried by 6, bro. It always ends the same way. And especially nowadays, it's happening way faster. So, and then like I was saying before I lose my thought, technology is getting more advanced. So Gillie he also mentioned in the interview that the cops was finna arrest this dude. Now, even though he had scouts looking at him and everything, he had a promising career. The cops was finna, like 12 was finna come arrest this dude for the shit that he had done did. Nah, the crazy thing about that is how crazy it would have been. How crazy it would have been if he was getting drafted. They probably was gonna wait till that happened so it could be a bigger story. I mean, the publicity around that case and all that, it would have made that case so much more bigger, which is gonna get either the feds or the state way more money. Just by the case being so high profile, you know what I'm saying? So imagine if the dude would have lived and then his case would have been all over the news. Basketball stars he committed to Notre Dame. They probably wait right till he commit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he committed to Notre Dame and he committed to Duke. And he's committing murders on the low. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the police be up on a lot of this shit that you think the police green to is what I'm trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? Like, he even said they was finna arrest this dude. So, and he also mentioned, which stood out to me too, was that they was finna arrest him and some other dudes that had like connections to it. So obviously it's something that they know that we don't, that they ain't revealed that evidence yet, but they know that it was multiple, you know what I'm saying, multiple people. So you just gotta look at it, bro. Like, everything that's done in the dark gonna come to the light. A lot of this shit ain't like the old days no more, like where people catching hats and getting away with it, and it take them 20 years to find out. People talking nowadays, bro. Social media, there's cameras everywhere. People got phones. You know what I'm saying? People gossiping, streets talking. So you might think it might take them 2 years to catch you. It might take them 2 weeks, 2 days. So you just gotta be mindful about that, bro. For you brothers out here that's living that life still and throwing your life away. Sometimes, you know, you might want to get away from that life, but you know what I'm saying, trouble come knocking at your door. I done been like that too. Like, you want to lay it down and just be on some positive shit, be with your family. But once you done got your hands dirty, once you got dirt in your boots, it ain't nothing, bro. Trouble gonna come find you, bro, wherever you at. Trouble gonna come find you, or it's gonna be that energy that you put out that's gonna come find you again and reciprocate in somebody else, bro. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times all it takes is just to, like he was saying, he also was saying, like, sometimes you just gotta talk. Like, young brothers don't know how to talk to each other. A lot of the times it do just take a conversation to, you know what I'm saying, chill, make things be chill, or make things cool down. But niggas be feeling like, oh, nah, I ain't finna talk to that nigga. He ain't like that's pussy. You feel me? Or that nigga try to talk to me, like, niggas gonna try to make you seem like a bitch instead of a man. Well, really, that's really the man thing to do. Like, why we gotta lose our life behind this shit? Whether you lose your life, I lose my life. I take your life, I go to jail for life. We both lost our life, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We both lost our life. So, is it worth it? Cause I know a nigga be sitting behind that wall regretting that shit. Like, damn, I'm finna spend the rest of my life in this bitch. You might be hoping for a pill, but that shit might never come. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, you just gotta be mindful of that shit, bro. Like, is it really worth it? You feel me? If a nigga ain't trying to take your life, you take your kid's life or something like that, or do something to your daughters or something like that, man, is it really worth it? You feel me? That's just something to think about. But y'all check out this video right here. I'm finna let Gillie talk to y'all. Y'all hear what he said about this situation.
My son's not from that block. He don't, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. He just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What the?
That's how deep it is.
Bro, he has the potential to get out.
Right.
And he living that life?
No. But see, you don't understand. He got videos out where he got a Joker mask on,
Right.
bunch of guns in his hand. So these kids is influenced by all the wrong things.
Right.
To shit that don't matter. You know what I mean?
Right.
To shit that once upon a time when I was growing up in the ghetto, I was influenced by.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you
So, man, y'all heard it, man. I just wanted y'all to hear so y'all can have like a little bit of insight of what I was talking about and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Made sure it definitely was blacked out so I don't get copyright claims and nothing like that for using the footage or anything like that, but it was just the audio for fair use purposes. There's no need to hide the footage. I mean, y'all can go watch the interview at Club Shay Shay. Like I said, it's a dope interview. I'm pretty sure ain't gonna be no time wasted. Y'all gonna definitely enjoy it, so y'all go check that out. But as you can see, man, like that gotta be a burden for both sides of the family. Like I know a lot of people looking at it like, you know, like people might be looking at it like, man, yeah, Gillie gotta get back for his son, but it's like that's still not gonna bring his son back. And you can tell that his heart was a little hardened by the situation. You know what I'm saying? He kept it tall, like he kept it a buck. Like he was like, man, my son was being a follower. You know, he didn't have to live that life, but he would still be trying to go to the hood and things of that sort. When you know he had everything that he needed, he came from humble beginnings. Like I worked this hard. I worked this hard for him to get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? For him to be safe and to be protected and shielded. You know, now he's not here, and the only thing I'm focused on right now is my grandson and making sure that, you know, his son, my grandson, don't miss out on nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much like raising your son all over again. It's crazy, but also too, like, it is an opposing factor of, you know, the mother that lost her son, the up-and-coming basketball star, you know, slash rapper. You know, it's an opposing factor because she lost her son, so, you know, they might be taking that differently or handling that differently, or, you know, people probably looking at Gillie sideways like, oh, you had a hand in that. You know what I'm saying? You know how the conspiracy theorists do it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, bro, that's something that his mind was on, bro, and that's probably gonna forever be on his mind. You know, that's his son, and vice versa. So, rest in peace to Gillie's son and the other dude. I believe his name is Noah Scurry, aka Joker OTV. But yeah, man, rest in peace to both of them brothers, man. They both of them was young. You know what I'm saying? They lost their life very young. So, you know, that's what the street life got to hold for you, man. Either death or jail. You know, that's the end of the line. And like, they don't always end up, especially nowadays, they don't end up glorious and with diamonds and riches, and you know, that's all a facade. A lot of these people, you know, and it came out, but a lot of these people that's pushing that, oh, I'm going independent route and we rapping, we're going independent. A lot of them have already had major deals and major machines pushing them to push that narrative that they going independent and they getting their money out of the streets. So the youth can go out there and try to do it, and they look up to them. And that ain't do nothing but cause catastrophe in the black community and hip-hop. You know, hip-hop has still not been the same. We're still trying to recover from what drill rap did to hip-hop. So, I mean, you know, you can take how you want in this situation, but I had to bring y'all that news. I know I ain't been on in a while, but I'm here, I'm back. Nevertheless, make sure y'all go check out that interview so y'all can see the full interview in its entirety and get some context of what Gillie was saying. And remember, man, they said it, now we speaking on it. I'm Mr. Telescope, and you are now watching Telescope Channel. Telescope.